Hello everyone, my name is Ruby, and my mother-in-law Hannah has been a pain in my butt for a while. It wasn't until I gave my husband Eric an ultimatum that her toxic presence was finally removed from our lives. I thought about sharing this story because I know you guys would enjoy the karma. Eric and I met in college. We had the perfect whirlwind romance that is common for college romances. He was a senior in my class while I was a freshman. We got acquainted at a party and the rest is history. I won't bore you into the details of my love life. What you should know is that after dating for 4 years, we finally decided to get engaged. We waited for a while before getting married. This was mostly because of Hannah. You see, Hannah and my dad went to college together. She was in love with him and wanted to date him, but Dad ended up falling for my mum and later getting married to her. When Hannah first saw me, she said, "Eric, how can you do this to me? You are dating this witch! You know her mum is a homewrecker!" "Mum, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Nina is a great person. Why would you say things like this?" "Her mum is the one who destroyed my first love. I should have married Ruby's dad. Nina stole him from me. She is a cheap woman and I am sure Ruby is no better." "Don't talk about my mother like this. She has done nothing to you. My father only dated my mum and no one else. I know Dad wasn't with anyone, and not you." "Shut up, Ruby! He would have dated me if your witch mother hadn't tricked him away. Your mother is a home-wrecker!" I was appalled by Hannah's words. Yes, my dad did know Hannah, but they never dated. They were not even friends. My dad said that they were batchmates and nothing more. He knew about Eric and Hannah before he passed after I graduated. He also warned me that Hannah was a little crazy. I didn't take his warning seriously, but now I could see that he didn't exaggerate. After hearing Hannah attack me and my mum, I decided to cut the need short. I told Eric that I was leaving. He looked pissed, but didn't follow me out. I went home and waited for Eric to be back as well. When he finally came back, he said, "What the hell is wrong with you, Ruby? Why did you leave so abruptly? That was extremely rude. You insulted my mum by leaving early." "Excuse me? Are you deaf, Eric? Did you not hear how your mum kept insulting me and my mum? You still expected me to be there?" "My mum didn't lie about anything. She was just venting and taking out her frustrations. She's not wrong, though. Your mum did steal your dad from my mum. It's natural for her to feel sad." "That was years ago, Eric. How can you tell my mum stole my dad? My dad told me about Hannah. She's not even a friend. Your mother is hung up on the past for nothing." "It doesn't matter. The thing is, my mum talked about your dad a lot. It breaks my heart to see her this sad. Now that I have seen my mother in distress, I don't want your mother around. I can't play in-laws with Nina knowing that she broke my mum's heart." "What? You have to be kidding me. My mum is not responsible for destroying whatever made-up relationship Hannah had in her mind." We fought for days on this topic. Hell, Eric didn't even want my mum at his wedding. It was insane. He kept saying that my mum's presence would upset Hannah. In fact, he also said that Hannah was pressuring him not to marry me. I couldn't understand why Eric was taking his mum's side over this stupid issue. Hannah was acting like an unreasonable person, and I knew she needed professional help to get over my dad. Hannah was a super manipulative person and had a strong influence on Eric. Since she was a single mother all along, Eric tended to take her side over everyone else. Hannah never liked me. I tried my best to extend an olive branch every time I could. However, she rejected me every time and found ways to humiliate me and my family. At our rehearsal dinner, there was a huge fiasco between my mum and Hannah. So far, we had been able to keep Hannah and Nina from meeting. However, the rehearsal was inevitable and so was their meeting. Eric did try to stop my mum from attending. He said, "Why can't your mum skip the rehearsal, Ruby? She doesn't need to be there anyway. You know my mum will be there. I don't think Nina should come." Why the hell will I ask my mum to skip the rehearsal? She has done nothing wrong. Hannah is the one who is still obsessed with the past. Look, I don't care if Nina is innocent. I just know that my mum had trouble being around her. It's my wedding and I don't want my mum to be unhappy. She is the only one I have. This is also my wedding, Eric. Just because I have a sister doesn't mean my mother has become disposable. You know I am close to her. After even more arguing, I put my foot down. There was no way my mother was getting uninvited from the wedding or rehearsal. I had accommodated Hannah and her stupid demands for long enough. However, nothing prepared me for what happened during our rehearsal. Hannah straight up approached my mum and started to tell her. She said, "You are that witch who destroyed my life! Now your daughter is taking away my son! This is all your fault! How dare you mess up my life!" "What are you talking about, Hannah? I didn't do anything to you. If this is about my husband, you two were not even in a relationship. I don't know why you are blaming me because he fell for me." "He would have been mine if you hadn't interfered. I would have nabbed him. You are nothing but a homewrecker. First you took him away and then you trapped him with a child. Now your witch daughter is trying to steal my son." "Hannah, you are insane. I know you kept tabs on me and my husband. We never confronted you because we didn't want trouble. Hell, I didn't even stop my daughter when she told us about Eric. Eric and Ruby are happy together, Hannah. Let's not destroy their day." Hannah just wouldn't listen to her. She kept shouting at her and me. She called us all sorts of names. Some of them were downright disgusting and I won't repeat them here. You can guess them just fine. Anyway, all the guests were pretty uncomfortable by the fiasco. Most of them were appalled by Hannah's reaction. That enraged her even further. Eric still took his mother's side. After the party was over, we went home and an argument started. Eric was furious at my mum for everything. He said, "See, this is why I didn't want Nina to be around. Just look how she destroyed our wedding." "How can you still blame my mum, Eric? This is ridiculous. Hannah made a huge scene today. She is the one who started it. Mum was way too soft on her." "Your mum shouldn't have come to the rehearsals. She has no regard for my mum's feelings. I no longer want her in my life. I don't want a relationship with her. Ever. Don't even talk to me about her. And I don't want her at my house frequently." "Fine then, Eric. If you don't want a relationship with her, it's fine, but I won't listen to you. I'm not abandoning my mum for nothing." After our arguments, I did have some serious doubts about marrying him. Eric was a great boyfriend and fiancé. Between the two of us, happiness and love were in abundance. This is the only problem that has been plaguing us. I did talk to my mum about my fears. In fact, I wasn't so sure about continuing with the wedding. I said, "Mum, I think I should postpone the wedding. Eric's behaviour is giving me lots of doubts. He has been very unfair towards you, all because of his mum." "Ruby, Eric loved you a lot. I won't ever forgive myself knowing that I was the reason for your breakup. If you love and care for him, and he does the same, these things won't come between you." "But Mum, I can't have him insulting you every time. It breaks my heart to know that he won't have a relationship with you." "It's okay, Ruby. It's natural for Eric to side with Hannah. She is his mum. As for me, I am thinking about going back to my hometown in another country. I've been lonely without your father, and you're getting married now. I'll be away and won't be a problem for your relationship. It'll be the best solution for all of us." Yes, my mother decided to move countries so that I can be happy. I just can't stop praising this woman. She is literally the best mum ever. I begged her to stay back for me, but she said that she needed to be with her extended family. Dad's passing did affect her a lot. At the end of the day, I let her go because I didn't want her to feel lonely. Eric never found out about my mum leaving. He didn't know for another 3 years after our wedding. That was until Hannah decided to try and nuke our marriage. Before Mum left, I started to visit her very often. She was around for 1 month after I got married. I wanted to spend as much time with her as possible. I was pissed at Eric, so I never told him about Mum's decision to leave. Instead, I just told him that I'm visiting her. Eric was not happy with my frequent visits, even though I did it when he wasn't home. Hannah also put ideas into his head that I was manipulating him. After my mum left, I continued visiting her place. I mostly went there to take care of the house and the garden that she had lovingly built. However, Hannah was sure that I was conspiring with my mum against Eric and her, so she did something horrible. One day when I was out grocery shopping, Eric called me. He sounded very angry and that made me anxious. He said, "Why is your mother at our home for the 7th time this month? This is getting ridiculous. Ruby, I told you I don't want that woman in my house. I overlooked the first few times because I didn't want to deprive you of your mother, but now this is becoming ridiculous." "What the hell are you talking about, Eric? My mum hasn't been coming over at all. I'm not at the house anyway. Are you out of your mind? Don't lie to me, Ruby. I know she has been over to our house quite recently. Mum has told me everything. She has seen Nina's car in the driveway. You have to be kidding me, Eric. Your mum must have mixed things up. My mum is in a different country. She hasn't been here for over 3 years. She moved just after our wedding. That is impossible. I would have known if she had moved. Stop protecting your mother every time. Eric, I didn't tell you because you didn't want to hear about my mum. She moved because she didn't want to come between us. How can you accuse me or Mum of going behind your back? But Mum said she has been over. What is going on? I am confused now. Even the neighbours said that she saw a lady coming over. Why don't you come home so that we can see the CCTV footage? That will answer all our questions. If someone has been coming over, they are trespassing. This is a serious problem. Eric quickly hung up the phone before agreeing to come straight away. I too left my doctor's appointment and went straight home. When we reached home, we saw that someone had indeed been in the house. That immediately gave me goosebumps. When we finally pulled up the CCTV footage, we were shocked. Turns out Hannah is the one who has been trespassing into the house. We never even gave her a key. We had no idea how she got access to it. Me and Eric were furious. We immediately called Hannah and told her to come over. When she did, we said, "Why the hell have you been coming to our house when it is empty? Where did you even get a key?" "Mum, what is going on here? You said Nina has been coming over to meet with Ruby." "Yeah, of course she is, Eric. Your wife has been going behind your back and meeting with that homewrecker." "Mum, why the hell are you lying? We know it was you, damn it. Why would you lie to us?" "I'm not lying to you, Eric. I saw her with my own eyes. Your witch of a wife is brainwashing you." "Hannah, stop blaming me and Mum for everything. Mum hasn't even been in this country for 3 years. Besides, I guess you didn't know that we have CCTVs around our house. We saw you come in when we were gone." Hearing this, Hannah got extremely pale. We literally saw the colour drain from her face. If I wasn't concerned about our safety, I would have laughed at her expression, but I was too anxious to even do that. Eric was also fuming and looked at Hannah in disbelief. He said, "Mum, tell me what I am seeing here. How the hell did you even find a key?" Well, I made one for you. Since your witch of a wife won't give me a key, I had to do this. You can't blame me for this." "Mum, you stole our keys to make a copy from them? Are you insane? It was both mine and Ruby's decision to not give you a key. This is our house and we deserve some privacy. You basically committed a felony, Mum." "How can you say that to me? I am your mum and I should have access to your house." "First of all, Hannah, no, just no. You don't deserve to breach our privacy. Secondly, why did you pull my mum into this? She is innocent." "I'm sure you've been letting your mum come here. I wanted to warn my son. Sooner or later it would have happened. Your mum stole my man and now you're stealing my son. I can't let that happen." "Mum, stop it. I've tried very hard to be on your side, but you have crossed the line. I don't think I can trust you after this." "This is all Ruby's fault, Eric. You shouldn't have married her. She's taken you away from me. I had to do this to make you see some reason." By that time, I was done with Hannah. I had put up with her insults for a long while. She kept insulting me and my mum, but I never called her names. I even lowered contact with my mum to please Eric and Hannah. But now I couldn't keep it any longer. I absolutely tore into Hannah and Eric. I said, "I have had enough of you insulting my mum, Hannah. I won't put up with this anymore. Eric, I know that you love your mum, but she has crossed the line. If you continue to stay in contact with her, I will leave. There is no way I'm putting up with her behaviour. I am done." "Ruby, you don't have to leave. I have seen plenty already. Mum, just leave and don't contact us again. I will be calling the police to report you for trespassing and faking our key without permission. I am done with you." No, Eric. You can't do this to me. How can you take Ruby's side after everything? She and her mum want to destroy me. Don't let them do this. "That's it, Mum. Leave my house immediately. I don't want to see you again. Don't contact us. I'll put a restraining order against you." Hannah just wouldn't listen to us. She kept throwing tantrums and even tried to attack me. That's when Eric called the police and they arrested her. We submitted the CCTV footage and had the neighbour confirm that they saw Hannah entering our house. Hannah was taken away in cuffs. When the police finally left with her, Eric turned to me and said, "Ruby, I have absolutely no words to tell you how much I messed up. I am so sorry. I never should have prioritised my mum over yours. I knew she was always being unreasonable, but I wanted to support her. I had no idea she would do something like this. Eric, things can't go on like this anymore. Me and my mum have suffered enough. It has to end somewhere. You let your mum attack me and my mum all the time. We never protested. Mum even left the country to save me from choosing. I know, Ruby. I'm so sorry for everything. I will apologise to Nina as well. I know she didn't deserve this treatment. I take full responsibility for making things this way. And don't worry, I won't let Mum get away with this. True to his word, Eric did call my mum and apologised. He was worried that my mum wouldn't speak to her, but she did agree to hear him out. Eric said, I'm so sorry for treating you badly, Nina. I know you didn't deserve this. Today's event just opened my eyes to how horrible and manipulative my mum can be. It's okay, Eric. I don't blame you. It's natural for you to take your mum's side. I know you value your family a lot. That's why I never opposed Ruby's marriage to you. You have always been patient with me. You are also my family, but I failed to be there for you. Please forgive me. Will you come back? I promise it won't be a problem anymore. No, Eric, I have gotten quite comfortable here. I don't want to come back. I'll visit, but I think I am happier here. Don't blame yourself for this. I just make sure you protect my daughter and take care of her. That's all I want. Eric was even more devastated by my mum's words. He finally understood how badly he had messed up. He also grew a newfound respect for Mum. Made me happy to see that things will finally change from now. As for Hannah, Eric and I refused to withdraw our case or even grant her bail. Some relatives did call us to take her side. However, they quickly changed their mind once we told them everything. Apparently, Hannah had cooked up a story that wasn't true at all, so they didn't know what had happened. One aunt did bail her out, but told her never to call her again. The police also told her to stay away from us. Hannah didn't listen to the police. She kept approaching us and even showed up at Eric's work and our house. When the harassment didn't stop, we filed restraining orders against her. That finally made her stop visiting. From what our extended family told us, Hannah had lost her job due to the police report. She was begging for money and showing up at everyone's house for help. No one was willing to help her if she didn't join therapy. They even offered to pay for it. Hannah refused their offer, so they shut the door in her face. Last I heard, she was struggling to find a job and about to lose her house. Eric still finds it difficult to deal with the fiasco. He joined therapy, where he realised just how narcissistic Hannah was. Her manipulative ways had also affected him mentally, and he's still in recovery. He has made good progress and is slowly learning to identify the abusive behaviours of Hannah. So far, he had absolutely no intentions of ever seeing her again. I am enjoying the peace in my home and finally living a good life. I'm also happy that Eric and Nina have looked past everything and are slowly becoming